Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this video I'm making today is a continuation of the previous video in my relocation playlist. And in my previous video, I talked about 5 things that I did in Nigeria before taking my flight. And one thing I missed was the PCR test. And I know this is a minor detail, but I just want to share it. So for the PCR test, if you don't know, is a necessary or required COVID test you have to do before you take international flights. And of course, you have to be negative before you can do that. And you have to do these tests whether you are vaccinated or not. Also, I believe. So how did I go about my PCR test? Well, I booked my flight, like I mentioned, I booked my flight for the 18th of December, and I booked my flight on wakanow.com, and I was leaving from Abuja to Amsterdam. And on booking my flight, Wakanow had so many features. There were features where you could pay for extra luggage. There were features where you could pay for advisor. Like there were just so many of them. And one of the features was PCR Covid Test. So Wakanow helps you arrange an appointment wherever in whatever state you are taking your flight from. So since I was taking my flight from Abuja, Wakana was able to book an appointment for me. So I picked the option, and as at December last year, it cost me 39,000 naira. And I think that's like the cheapest I've had so far. I don't know whether I may be wrong, but that was the cheapest I had had at that time. So I paid 39,000 naira with the extra fees of the flight and everything. So the test was scheduled on 17th of December, which was the date I got into Abuja. So I got to Abuja very early in the morning. My appointment was around 3 p.m. and by 3 p.m. I located the place. It was easier to locate using Google Maps. And when I got there, the place is not very far from the airport, so that's a good advantage. And when I got there, I took the test, and the next day, which was the 18th, I got my results, which was negative, and I was able to take my flight that night on the 18th. So that was how I went about PCR test. I don't know how I forgot it in my previous video, but I just feel it's very important that I share just in case somebody is confused. You can go about the PCR test by yourself, but I used Wakanow. So yeah, that's it for this video. Watch out for my next video where I talk about the things I did when I landed in Amsterdam, and also sharing my house hunting struggles. All right, thank you. Peace.